Alright, so I lost a bet, and this week we are playing Mono Red Burn on Budget Magic. Yes, you heard me right. Mono Red Burn. So we will see how this goes. If you follow me, you know that Mono Red Burn is probably my most hated deck. At least on my list of most hated decks. So it's probably odd. It feels odd to be playing it. But in all honesty, I haven't given Mono Red Burn a fair shot. So maybe I will enjoy it more than I think. Relic of Progenitus. Well, we are just going to keep sparking. Spark Elemental into Hellspark Elemental. Opponent's going to exile one of them. It's unfortunate that they're going to be able to exile our Hellspark Elemental, but if that's still fine. I mean, basically with this deck, we want to get in 3 damage, chunks of 3 damage, as many times as possible. Over and over again. I have no idea what our opponent's playing. This is a... Oh boy. This is our all-in red deck. Well, this is, at least pre-board, it should be a bad matchup. We'll suspend, we'll bolt our opponent's face, pass the turn. Oh, I love the all-in red deck. That deck's sweet. But yeah, Burn isn't one of the better matchups. It has some good sideboard cards for Burn, but So do we try to go with this Hellspark Elemental? The thing is, they could play anything from their hand, and then we can't attack. I mean, I guess we try it. They're going to get empty-handed soon enough. Oh, we got in the damage. Sweet. They must have Planeswalkers in their hand or something. Sacks Relic, exiles everything, draws a card. Well, we just need one more 3 damage burn spell. Rift Bolt should do it. So we'll pass. The next time we can Shard Volley plus the Rift Bolt, and that should do it. Alright. Yep, so Rift Bolt comes down, hits our opponent to 2, Lava Spike. Well, so far so good. The problem is they're going to bring in a bunch of Dragon's Claws, so I think what we need to do is bring in these Leylines of Punishment, which means they can't gain life from them. That's our big sideboard trump. We could also bring in Smash to Smithereens, but I don't know how necessary that is. Going out is definitely Searing Blaze. That deck doesn't really have creatures to kill. So maybe we just go out Searing Blaze in Leyline of Punishment and try it like that. Well, that wasn't completely horrible. I kind of enjoyed it, burning our opponent to death. Ooh, and we get the Leyline? Alright, can deal with that. Then we got a Magma Jet. Yeah. Seems, I mean, I don't know. It's Burn. I guess that's what you want. It's got a bunch of burn spells. Alright, Leyline of Punishment starts on the battlefield. Players can't gain life, damage can't be prevented. And I think with the Leyline out there, we should be pretty heavily favored again. Mountain Goo. So in this deck, unlike other decks, where you usually want to hold your burn spells and hit creatures and stuff, I think we just want to throw bolts at our opponent's face. Pretty much non-stop. I think we'll go with Keldon Marauders. Keldon Marauders is a really sweet budget burn card. It does 1 damage when it enters the battlefield. Then it does 8 damage when it leaves the battlefield, and if you get in a hit, it does 3 damage, so you can technically deal 5 damage for 2 mana with it when things go well. I figured I had to do this one for Budget Magic because it seems like it's probably one of the more competitive modern budget decks. So even though I don't necessarily like it, I felt like it deserved a chance to shine. Oh, and our opponent didn't block? Why do you want your Magus of the Moon to live? I don't understand. I guess we just suspend Rift Bolt. And probably Magma Jet, I guess, on end step. Do we have enough damage just to win? Dragon's Claw. Alright, that would be a problem if it wasn't for Leyline of Punishment. that is the whole reason we have the Leyline of Punishment. Exiles our Bolt. So we have our opponents at 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, so we have lethal damage, actually, if we can just cast everything. So let's Magma Jet. 2 damage, get a couple scries. Do not want Leyline of Punishment. I actually don't think we even want Keldon Marauders. I don't think we want either of those. So Rift Bolt comes down. Keldon Marauders vanishes. Deals a damage on the way out. Rift Bolt. Oh my god, I'm kind of enjoying this. What's the matter with me? I should not be having fun. Yeah, so we'll just pass. Flames of the Blood Hand, Skull Crack. Good game, well played. Oh my gosh. I've turned over to the dark side of the Force. Oh. I gotta say, it's kind of fun. Ensnaring Bridge, yeah. Too bad it's not an Ensnaring Bridge for spells. So we get to Flames of the Blood Hand. Puts our opponent to 3. And then just Skull Crack for the win. And that does it. Well, that wasn't as horrible as I thought it would be. I mean, that's obviously a really good matchup, especially when we draw the Leyline. So, yeah, well, 1 down. Alright, Budget Magic time, playing the deck that shall not be named. We're gonna keep this. Well, that is a white bordered mountain. What's the smartest thing to do here? I guess we just Lava Spike. That's never gonna do anything other than hit our opponent's face for 3. Is this the Burn Mirror? Oh boy. Oh no. I can't believe so many people are playing Free Win Red. But we're not going to complain, since this has got to be one of the best possible matchups. They had the turn 2 Blood Moon and everything, but oh, this matchup is so bad from the Free Win Red side. Man, I never run into Free Win Red either, and this is the second time I've run into it recording a budget match. Wow. Our opponent, they're clearly intentionally playing white bordered mountains because they don't even all match. Oh, the mismatch white border mountains. Oh, that's so good. That's perfect. Had to tell our opponent the mismatch white border mountains are just absolutely perfect for the Free Win Red deck. That's oh, it's so good. Opponent's gonna Magma Jet. Oh yes, I'm proud of our opponent. Good. Normally I hate not matching lands and it drives me insane, but with Free Win Red, if you want to play mismatch white border mountains, go for it. It's like somewhat a trolley deck anyway. Oh, so good. Alright, so we're going to Rift Bolt our opponent's face down to 11. Keldon Marauders comes down. Deals a damage. Down to 10. Pass the turn. Bolts the Keldon Marauders. Alright. Down to 9. So if we find a land, we have lethal damage in hand. Take 2 from the Magus of the Moon. Well, let's bolt the face. Then we're going to upkeep Magma Jet. So we get the scry before we draw here. Hellspark to bottom, but mountain to top. So we'll draw the mountain, play the mountain. That lets us Searing Blaze to kill the Magus, hit our opponent for 3. And then we untap and Shard Volley for the win. Yes, one thing I know is that our our free win red deck does not really have a way to get out of this situation, especially pre-board. Post-board, it has some possibilities in Dragon's Claw. I think we want to go down the Searing Blazes, go up the Leylines of Punishment. Could also go Smash to Smithereens as a way of getting rid of Dragon's Claw. Skullcrack, Flames of the Blood Hand. Yeah, we'll just go like this. Hopefully we have a Leyline in our opening hand. If we have a Leyline in our opener, I think our opponent basically can't win. And that is a Leyline. Because that just shuts down their main out, unless they've changed the deck to play Chalice of the Void over Dragon's Claw, which is something I've been going back and forth on. I swear they have one of every white bordered mountain. So good. We got the triple Lava Spike hand. Well, let's Spark Elemental. Puts our opponent to 17. We have 9 more damage in hand. Opponent's going to be exiling our stuff. I'm assuming they brought in Relic, not because it's good in the matchup necessarily, but because other cards are so bad. Like, Blood Moon is dead. Magus of the Moon is dead. Oh, man. Another new one. Skullcrack. Well, let's just Lava Spike. Lava Spike. So our opponent's down to 11. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So we're about 2 burn spells short of finishing off this game. And we should have about an eternity to draw them. Opponent cracks a Relic, so they just cycle, basically. Mountain, not exciting. Well, we'll Lava Spike. Play, our opponent said they have double Dragon's Claw in hand. So, good thing we had this Leyline to start the game. Opponent's not even going to bother to cast it, I guess. Oh, I should have Skullcrack there. Well, it doesn't really matter since we are just drawing lands. I guess we can play this mountain. We will draw Burn eventually. Opponent Magma Jets. If we didn't have Leyline and they played double Dragon's Claw, that would go a long way in this matchup, because our burn spells basically do nothing. We'll just pass Magma Jet. As long as, basically, if we can scry a non-land, non-creature, I guess. Well, they have so many cards in hand. Basically, any non-land card in our deck will win here. And Skullcrack counts. Alright, draw Skullcrack, finish it off. Yeah, it's just a miserable matchup for free win red, especially with Leyline.